In this video, we are going to take a look at the event rules and event notification capability of the IoT gateways. You might also think of this as alarm monitoring. The BACnet and Modbus versions of event notifications work the same. The only difference is whether we reference BACnet objects or Modbus registers in terms of the data we're looking at internally. So on the BACnet version, to get to the event rules, we go to the System tab, and under Events, the Event Rules tab shows our list of current event rules. And in the BACnet version of the IoT gateway, the local object will be some BACnet object, and this is what the event rule is looking at to decide whether or not the event is active. The Modbus version, we start on the Local Data tab and click on Events, and here we see the event rules in the Modbus version. And in the case of Modbus, we're looking at local Modbus register numbers. If we click on a rule number over in the first column, we see the expanded view of the rule, and you can see there are quite a few options in an event rule, and these are all discussed in detail in the user guide. But in general, most of the time it's going to be very simple. You just give the event a name, select a rule like greater than some threshold, enter your threshold value here, and if that's all you care about is detecting when this register number has exceeded a value of 10, you can pretty much forget about the rest of these options. These are for fine-tuning things like hysteresis, minimum on time, and so forth. And you can also take local actions based on whether the event is true or active or not. Most of the time we just want to see when the event happened, and we want to email a notification to somebody. And so we select email to user group 1 using template 2 in this case upon transition to true, and we also have the option of sending another email when this rule becomes false again, or we might think of it as in terms of the alarm is active or inactive. To take a look at this notification, we see user group 1, template 2, recipients are over here. We can have a few different users, assign them to different groups. This decides who on a group by group basis is going to receive the notification. And then under templates, we see what the message is going to consist of. We saw that our event rule referenced template number 2, which is template all 1. And if we want to take a look at that or edit it, we can select that, click Edit, and get the content of that file. And here we see what that template looks like. Basically, the message will consist of anything you want to type in, and you have the option of including some variable names enclosed within brackets, and these are all outlined in the user guide. But event name, for example, this variable will get substituted with the name we gave the event right here. And so it's really pretty flexible and powerful in terms of what kind of a message you can send. The recipient can be an email address, or it can be a cell phone number in the form of an email address. And so that basically wraps up our overview of the event rules and notifications, or remote alarm monitoring. And there's a lot more detail about the various options for event rules to be found in the user guide.